Welcome to the year 2019, the year that the movie Blade Runner takes place. I do believe it's also the year that this game takes place. I'm going to set it to user choice on the conversation choices, and then we're going to start a new game. Because, well, we want to choose our dialogue options, that's why. This game has a weird setup where you can auto-select different dialogue trees. I don't know why you would want the game to pick for you. That's a bit silly. Obviously, you want to choose your own choices. Wait, how do I get back to starting a new game? Oh no. Here we go. New game. On the medium difficulty. That seems the most reasonable. The combat's not really a particularly meaningful part of the game. Look, it's the Esper thing where you zoom in, but it does it on the game itself. Oh. We're analyzing the actual game. I just watched the DVD of this movie a couple of nights ago, and the DVD menus do the same thing. It acts like the Esper photo analysis, which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll see later, but you can zoom in and analyze and enhance photos using a computer that does that little grid zoom in thing with those sound effects. And of course, this game is about robots who aren't even really robots anymore. They're really just bioengineered copycat humans. They're almost impossible to differentiate from humans. Used as slave labor. Uh-oh. Well, that doesn't sound good. It's almost like you should have sympathy with them. It's getting close to that time now. We're in the very near future. Well, they've only got a few months for Los Angeles to build all these fire sticks that just blast fire into the sky for no reason. Flying cars and fire sticks just a few months from that now.
I'm leaving now.
Lucy, my sweet.
I cleaned out the tiger cage and sorted all the meal bins. So, if it's all right, it's my turn to fix dinner.
Haven't you forgotten something, little one? Just one little thing.
Mr. Runser, please.
It's been a very long day.
I don't want to.
Now, Lucy, I thought we'd settled this last week. Don't let's forget who pays your salary. We're closed. Come back tomorrow. Wait! I haven't finished with you. I told you we're closed.
We're not here to buy, little man. We've come to sell.
You can't possibly have anything to interest me. These are extremely rare animals of the highest quality.
What a coincidence. So am I.
Oh my. That's creepy.
That is the price for humility.
Please, don't.
And what else might we interest you in today, sir? Perhaps some virtue?
Not my animals, please. I'm begging you.
But what of honor, little man? At what price? Honor.
Oh my God, no! That tiger is the rarest specimen ever seen.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright. The forest of the night.
Oh no, not that horrible Tiger Tiger poem. That is the worst
I
poem.
was just finishing up my 12 out on patrol when I got the call. Welcome relief, considering that the most action I'd seen all night was a schizoid grandmother doing the shimmy in her underwear in the second sector.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Hey, it's the police building from the movie. This game does a very, almost too good of a job copycatting the movie. If you want a game of the movie, this is a pretty good game for it.
Last time I had a 3 was when some hooker vomited Thunderbird on Bryant's desk, and yours truly led the cleanup crew.
Literally shot for
Year and a half
shot
on the job, it was still the dirtiest
of
work
the
I've
police
seen.
station.
Where's Captain Bryant?
Took a sick day. Got himself a heinous case of ptomaine poisoning. He asked me personally to run the unit in his absence.
Gouza was one of the old-time guys who took their knocks in the streets. He had a friendly way about him, but you didn't want to turn your back on him if you were less than a friend.
Hope you've been enjoying your leisure time, kid, because it's time to take that thumb out of your ass.
Hallelujah.
Heyo.
Don't get too excited. The other Blade Runners are all jammed up. Holden sucking dinner through a straw. Gaff's working the Tyrell break-in, and Steele's working special undercover. Looks like you got this one by default.
You really know how to make a girl feel wanted.
Animal murder done at Runciter Zoological. Probably just be a schizoid glitz, but we got the call. Old man Runciter lost something like 1 billion chinions worth.
10 to 1, this ain't a job for Rep Detect.
You got something better to do? Perfect your French cooking, maybe?
Slumming tonight, Slim?
I thought you were on special assignment.
Wasn't too damn special after I had the suckers out.
What happened?
Couple of fours were masquerading as fibroplast insulators down at Kaiser. I dressed up like a nurse. They never had a chance.
I'll bet. You put him on the machine?
Hell no. There's a beautiful little thing in here called the Magic, and it ain't ever been wrong. You develop it, you got a brilliant career ahead of you.
I'm working on it.
What's Gouza got you doing tonight?
AM at Runciter's.
Animal murder. Oh, those skin jobs got no respect for anything that truly lives and breathes. And that goddamn Eldon Tyrell ought to be zipped into a body bag and flushed into deep space.
Get rid of him, we'd be out of a job.
I think we're all overdue for a little off-road.
Don't worry, that'll happen
vacation.
soon.
You can stop staring at my ass now.
You got eyes
Oh
in
my
the back
God.
of your head?
All you gotta do is ask, Slim.
Oh my.
Animal
So,
sales was a profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries. No self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
are you done talking now? So we are a detective. In a very classic film noir sense. It's actually going to let me get in my car and drive away and just ignore the whole crime scene. Oh boy. No, yes, let's investigate the crime scene. That's what we're here for. So we have this creepy guy that runs a animal shop selling fake animals because it's the future. It's like 6 months in the future when animals don't exist anymore. I think they should have made it a little bit farther in the future when they made this movie. Or the movie this game is based off of.
Canvass the
2019.
area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
2019, you can no longer find real animals. Only robot copies.
What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault. The shop's been thrashed. You ought to see this tiger cub they got in there. It's a goddamn tragedy.
How's old man Runciter holding up?
State of shock. He's been moaning and complaining about his world caving in.
You'd feel the same way if they were your animals. How many perps?
At least 2. Bloody footprints all over the scene.
Must be a delightful sight.
Yeah. So we've got the old guy, runs the animal shop, who's seems to be perving on the young girl that works for him. Then a lame imitation of Roy Batty shows up and gives him a hard time and kills the animals. Let's go look at this fire hydrant. I wonder why it's selectable.
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
Interesting. Interesting. So somebody crashed into the fire
Find
hydrant.
something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome.
God damn
Bag
it.
it and tag it.
Okay, this guy's even more of a smartass than Harrison Ford was in the movie. I played this game a few times, like way back when it was fairly new. I haven't played it recently at all. We found some chrome, we found some paint on the fire hydrant. Here's our little clue list. We'll worry about that later. Trash can. Double click to
Nothing
run.
even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
Such a smartass. Alright, I can't click on the sign, which is weird. It's a very pretty pink neon sign. What else? This is basically a detective adventure game. You talk to people and collect clues, look at items. Every now and then you analyze a photo, zoom in, enhance the photo. Don't seem to be click on much else other than the crowd and the cop. Don't see anything else obvious to click on out here. Let's talk to the cop again, I guess.
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art. All over the walls and ceiling.
I never did appreciate art.
Wait. Evidence on the door,
I already
perhaps?
checked for a crowbar, some kind of tool. No luck, but it looks like we've got some latents.
Make sure the lab boys run them through the mainframe, human and rep.
Whoa, whoa. Door
I
forced.
already checked for a crowbar, some kind of tool. No luck, but it looks like we've got some latents.
Yeah, so we've got 2 suspects for the animal murder. Yep. Well, let's go inside and see what's up in this pet shop.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for 2 very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
Well, this place looks like a mess. They really did a number on it.
Big caliber, possibly off-world combat weaponry. Ballistics might give me a fix on it.
My precious one. She was my baby.
Alright, we've got a shell from whatever gun they were using.
I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. Shut up for a second, though. I'm looking for evidence. Don't see really anything obvious over here.
Totally
Shut
ruined.
up. Aha, video camera.
Security camera. It'd be a banner day if it recorded anything before it was shot out.
My precious one. She was my baby.
Security camera. It'd be a banner day if it recorded anything before it was shot out.
Wouldn't it, though? Can't click on these bent bars on the cage. Seems like that should be a clue. There's something back... Oh, it's not letting me click back there. Maybe I gotta talk to the guy first, because I know I have to go further back.
One. She was my baby.
Okay, let me talk to
McCoy,
you.
LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was two men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent.
Oh yeah, so anyway, this is part of the whole Blade Runner extravaganza I'm doing for the last half of this year. This first time I'm going to play it as a,
All my animals.
I'm going to be like a loyal cop this time. I'm going to try to just hunt down all the replicants and take the side of the police this time. I'll play it again at the end of the year and be more of a replicant sympathizer in the later playthrough. Motives?
Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts? My precious one. She
Racist?
was my baby.
You ever do any business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Colvig an exquisite Bergeron colt. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions. Do I look like I need to carry artificial product?
Hmm? Wait, is he saying these were real animals? Replicants killed real living animals? That's fudged up.
Tell me about this Lucy.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for about a month. She's about 14 years old with pink hair.
Oh, cool.
A very attractive young thing.
God damn it.
How'd you find her?
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
Treat her well?
As well as any young tot should be treated.
She got a desk? Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there. My precious one.
Yeah, there we go. So now I guess we can
She
click
was
on the
my
back
baby.
at her desk. But if you missed that, he just said, hey, she's 14 years old and very attractive. Dude.
See if you can dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment.
So yeah, this game is like, hey, here's a hot 14-year-old. Isn't that cool?
Here you are.
Like, no. That's a bit off. I mean, if it was a bunch of other 14-year-olds, but
I'm ruined.
no, this
Totally
guy's like 60.
ruined.
Please don't talk about the hot 14-year-old when you're 60. No. Okay, what door? Okay, we got lots of clues now. Graceful foot. Yeah. Okay, the footprints.
She came
Reference.
to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone, and he's a very reputable wholesaler.
I guess we can't actually read the interview.
Big caliber, possibly off-world combat weaponry. Ballistics might give me a fix on it.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need to mess with any of this at this point. Whoops. Ah, if you hover for a second, it tells you what the icons mean. Okay. Okay, so is there anything we can click on now? Other than Lucy's desk in the back. Obviously, we're going to get to Lucy's desk.
Ruined. Totally ruined.
Doesn't seem like there's anything else we can click on up front. No other obvious clues that jump out at me at the moment. So we can walk to the back of the room now. Just to see what's up. Oh, hello, Zoom. Some sort of a little Dalmatian dog, I think.
A toy dog.
A dog on wheels. Interesting.
Well,
Poster.
isn't that cute? Well, isn't that cute?
Got a poster of monkeys. Bullet holes in the wall that we cannot click on. A little cage here. This is not one of the prettiest scenes in the game. There's some very obvious pixelation going on over here. What's this on the floor?
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
Howley's chopstick, I guess that was chopsticks. Yeah, chopstick wrapper. Chopstick wrapper, I should say, if my mouth would work properly. Something on the desk here.
Candy bar. Yuck.
You don't like candy, Roy? Or Ray? Ray? His name is one of those three-letter names with an R. Ray, I think. Ray McCoy. Ah. That's what it is, Ray McCoy. Or as I like to call him, Harrison Ford fill-in. Harrison Ford impersonator. I like to call him Mr. How We Wish You Were Harrison Ford. Nah, he's alright. He's alright. He's more of a smartass. More chummy and friendly than Harrison Ford was in the movie. Okay, is that all we could click on? That seems to be the only things we could click on. That's not much evidence. Candy, and we know what restaurant she eats at. Can we...
Precious one.
Shut up.
She was my baby.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you. Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
I may not be, but then again I may be. Who knows?
It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft. The small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance.
Well. Interesting. Yeah, it didn't seem like there was a
Find anything else out here?
financial motive to that crime.
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art. All over the walls and ceiling.
You already said all that. Okay. Anything else? Anything else?
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
All right. If you're wondering, that little three-pronged crosshairs when I pull my gun out. If you look at my little guy there, he's holding up his gun. This game does have combat. Excuse me, hiccups. This game does have combat. I believe I'm done at this location. If not, perhaps we'll come back later. But yes, we were playing Blade Runner, the computer game. It takes... Ooh, we've got an extra location. That's probably, yes, Chinatown. Because we found the Chinese chopsticks wrapper. So we'll move on to Chinatown. Nice atmosphere. Just like the movie, all the rain and the dark and the neon.
Real sushi was a luxury reserved only for the elite, since most sea life had become radioactive after the Third Terran War. The rest of us had to eat new sushi, soya mixed with off-world lichen.
Well, that's not good. That does not sound yummy at all. We're going to save our game. And then we're going to see if this recording has even worked at all, because this is my first time trying to record using OBS on a PC game. I've only been doing console games until now. Let's say, we'll call this game Loyalist. Because we're being loyal to the police and we're doing our job. In the next playthrough, we'll be a replicant in the other playthrough, but that'll be months into the future. And we'll continue in Chinatown in the next game.